Once you have downloaded GameMaker and then use the username and password the teacher has sent to you, you will be able to get to a screen that looks like this. Now, the first thing we need to do is actually change some preferences. So we go to File, Preferences, General Settings, Input, and you'll find that this tick box on your GameMaker will be ticked. We want to untick it. So can you make sure that's unticked, the force laptop mode, and apply and OK. This will allow you to use some editing tools that are important. Then the next thing we go is to new. We have a number of different templates here, but we are going to use the blank template. I'm going to call it game, Maze 7. And it's a good idea to save it in OneDrive here. That means that if the computer goes bad, you won't lose your files. Once you've done all this, let's go, and that brings you to a workspace. Now, the first thing we're going to do is set up our room. That's the stage on which the game is played. So if you double click room, you can see that it's already made a room for you. Double click room 1, that's effectively your level 1 for your game. Now it's too big, so we're going to change that. So we're going to reduce the width to 800. And you can see that that's a lot better to work with. Our next step is to build the walls of our maze. To do that, we need to start with an image, and the image that we'll set up is a sprite. So we'll need to go to the menu, go to sprites, have the actual mouse arrow over sprite, right click it, go to create and sprite. Now you can build the images yourself, but I'm going to import one because it's quicker. I'm going to the resources that I've set up for you to download on Simon, and I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to look under, so I've looked under this one, and I'm going to look under wood. I'm going to use a block of wood for my walls. It says it's undoable. That doesn't worry me because I want that for my wall. I'm going to call it SPR_wall. Why? Because it's part of the wall and it's a sprite. That's all I need to do there. The next thing I need to do is to make an object. So we go to object on the menu, right click, create and object. We're going to be making the objects for the wall. So it's obj_wall. Now we need a picture or an image to put in our object. So we click that, we're going to the sprite folder, and here we have one here. We want to make it solid so things can't go through it, and we want it to use physics so that things bounce off it properly. And that's it. So that's our the building blocks for our wall. We go back to our room, and what we're going to do now is drag our object across. And you can see now we've got one object in the corner of the room. You can also realize that if we do this one at a time, it's going to take us ages. So we use one of the editing tools that are important for this called the Paint tool. So we've got our object wall selected. We hold down we move the mouse to where we want the next building block for our wall. We hold down the Alt key and then the left mouse button and drag. And you can see it paints for you, which will save you heaps of time. So here we go. Oh, made a bit of an error there. That's easy to fix. Drag and drag. Now the error to fix, go to the empty cell, hold down the Alt key and press enter. I've got this extra here, which I'm going to delete. So just one at a time, click on the image and hit the delete key. All right, now I'm going to build some more walls. So here I am building my walls. couple of mistakes there. I'll have to just delete and delete. There's the first wall. I'll continue building all the walls as per the design that I put in the design stage of this project. So you should have already got your design ready, and it's just a matter of copying that design into your walls. So there I have finished the design of my maze, or I've copied the design rather and built my maze. The next step will be putting in the icons that, or the little image that moves around the character, and that character will need to pick up other characters as it goes around the maze. And then finally, when all those characters are picked up, it will open the door to the next level, or the portal. Oh, just one thing I've noticed here, that one of my designs, I've actually made a mistake and put it too far. So what I'll click on that and delete, and there I've opened it up. So just check you've got spaces. There's another problem there. Delete. So you've got enough spaces for your characters to move around in. So that's perfect.